Okay, ADO.net. Actually, what is the meaning of ADO.net? Okay, add to data object means just like activate data object for .net means it is just like mediator between our front end back end application. Just I will cover one by one. Just I will start one project first. Okay, now I'm going to create one more solution. How to create the solution? Just like new project. Suppose if you want to create win forms, you can go to here also. Okay, Windows forms. If you want to create like this, you can create either just like say here other projects solution. If you want to create only empty solution, go to projects, setup, expand. Here you can see, sorry, here Visual Studio solution, blank solution. You can see blank solution. This solution name I'm giving just like Windows Forms and ADO underscore net. Okay, I given project name like solution name like this. Okay, this is the just like actually till now we used only console application, just like black screen means just like one black screen and the screen is white letters only. Yes, that is console application. If we come to this Windows Forms application, just like it is little bit different compared to Windows Forms. Just you can see here, just add new project, go to Visual Studio. I'm taking Windows. Okay, here I took Windows Forms. I'm giving Windows, otherwise Windows Forms example 1. Okay, I given example 1. Okay, now it is created. Here we can observe normally it will become same thing, just like properties. It will come there also. In properties you can find assemblies. Assembly is nothing but assembly information of data, just like your project information. Here you can give all your project title, assembly title, and the description, configuration information, and the license and copyrights. That are all details we can provide. And here you can see trademark, means if you go to some website, trademark will come. That and all. And also here culture nothing but it is support US or Indian English or something, means which normally it will take dollar. Is if you go to any currency also, but if you want to convert dollar to Indian currency like this, you can culture and all you can declare in this assembly file. Okay, this is very important of assembly file. Next, here one more important point, resources. Resources nothing but, say suppose I want to store my data permanently. Just like if you go to mobile numbers, as well as connection strings, password, database names, some values, some email address, like this if you want to store. Normally for mobile and all, what is the use of mobile? Just like calling to any other persons, normal basic mobiles, to call any your friends or relatives, like this for calling purpose you can use. As well as for why you are saving the data, for next time without means if you not their number in mind also, by using searching you can search and we can find out the number. Same thing here, resources also it will use like this, storing the data, some of information. That information, why you need to store resources only, why you can store in variable, we can store in variables like this we can store. What is the use of resources? Means variables means each and any time we need to create separately object variables assign that and all. In resources and all, here you can see name of resource and value and comment. Okay, name of nothing but what the name of resource, what you want, just like phone number or connection string or email address, password, something. Value nothing but what the data you want to store, and the comment. Like this resources we can store. That storing purpose we can use resources. Next, this is the setting, leave it. These are the next references. References I already told in C# application also, Conjure application also reference is same. Here also reference files are same. Just like we can add a number of references. Okay, any doubt? Okay, afterwards we can see here one more extra. Normally in Conjure application we can see only program. Okay, here we can see two extra. One more is forms. Okay, first of all go to program. Here what is the use of form method? Program.cs. It is the starting point of Windows application. Here we can declare which page is the startup page. Suppose here I have created. Afterwards I will explain what is the Windows form. Now just see here, just like Windows form 2 I created. One more form I created, just like same Windows form 3. I created 3 Windows forms. Okay, but what is my startup page? I have 3 pages. Now normally in Conjure applications and all only one startup page. Means startup page was whatever you want, main method is there, that is startup point. Here which page you want to keep start. Here so many pages is there. There only one main project we can tell, means one main method. Here also main method one only. But what is the startup page if you want to keep? That's optional for you. Just like you can keep here. If you come to here also, starting point, main only. Okay, under the main we can observe here some, these are some settings, leave it. Afterwards we can see here application dot run. Okay, here we can mention what page you want. Form 1, if you do form 1 it will create form 1. If you do form 2, form 3, whichever you want. Observe it. Here you can mentioning again new nothing but again it is called new object. Just like this also one type of class, but up to now we saw only Conjure application is a black string, nothing, object only. Here just small graphical representation, and that's also related to classes only. Okay, keep in mind in program files this is the startup page. Here whatever you want to do achieve that we can achieve here. What are the meaning of achievement and all? See, suppose I want to check my license. This project I developed, Windows Form developed. Just like if you go to Saja restaurant or something restaurant, you can find some billing applications that are not small billing, just like our calculator. If I open the when I click the calculator, automatically it will go to this main method. Okay, in main method, I created calculator, I provided to you. Means I can give license for that one. If you paid 1000 rupees 1 year, 2000 rupees for 2 years, like this license I can provide. Thus license and all we can check here. Okay, suppose we can fix the one date inside program. Suppose today date was 24th on March and 2017. Up to 2018, 24th, this calculator will work for you. After 2017, automatically we need to explain. That and all we can fix here. And here, suppose sometimes I need to connect my database. Database means suppose my calculator was in my system, my database was in another something US or something other server. That time what I need internet. That internet connections and all I can check here. First when I check internet connections, I can show internet not exist. Suppose if you open any mobile application also, some news site or Facebook, it will show internet not there, internet connections not there. That and all we can achieve here. Without going inside, in startup page only you can show internet not available. Just please connect to internet. Like that are checking points we can do here. Okay. Next, go to Windows Forms. Okay, observe it. Windows Forms, here if you expand, we can see two pages. Okay, Windows, form1.cs, form1.design.cs. Okay, if you click like this, it will open. If you click design, like this, code part will open. Okay, see here, when I right click, and here we can see view code. Okay, this is the code part. Or if you F7, it will go to code part. Normally, how many pages here? 3 pages. One is code part, one is view, and one is design. Okay, design part nothing but whatever the, suppose you created any text box or any label or anything, that all object will create a designing part. Designing part, it is not, no need to write any code and design part. But I am explaining what is the design part. Design part nothing do, no need to do any work. Okay, just it is small, this automatically will create objects there. Leave it design part. I am closing. Now come to, wait, I will close all things. This is the form. Okay, this is the form. We can see extension called CS. Okay, if you go and right click, give view code or F7 shortcut, we can see same thing. Windows Forms is a namespace. Namespace nothing but our project name. Afterwards, form1.cs. Here we can see form1 is a class again. It is inheriting from forms. Go to forms. See here you can see in number of objects. See, these are the labels, text boxes, tab controls, different events. This and all, whatever we are going to do, some each and everything, it is related to this part, forms. That's why we can able to access. Now see, this is the design part. See, suppose here you can observe first small icon, afterwards name of that form, afterwards minimize, maximize, and close button. Okay, that's the button. Suppose this and all we can do. Actually here we need to do normally in web forms and all, we can write the properties and all. Here this is not possible to run in browsers. This only it will appear here only, just like how it will appear. Just like my starting page was now form 1. Just observe it. I am keeping breakpoint here where it will go first. Afterwards I am keeping breakpoint in my form 1. See, it came to program. In program, main method is came. Under the main method, again this went to my form. Okay. So open. This is my output now. This is my output window. Windows application, it will run like this. Okay. Now, how to modify the windows? Sometimes I don't want, this style I don't want. I want little big or little bit small. I want to different styles or different colors or different anything. If you want means, just like I want big style means, see here, if you increase size, automatically it will increase. Okay. This length and all, how to you can observe means, here you can top, bottom, you can see down something 400 something, it is increasing. Okay, that sizes and all you can see here. You can use just like here bottom. Now it is 530 to 462. Like this sizes and all you can increase. And here one more, see, when you change anything, it will affect size. Okay, see, suppose here you can see name and text. What you given here, see, suppose form 1 2 3 1 2 3. Come and see form. Yeah, that is design, but design leave it for us, no need design. Where you can change this and all means just click F4. If you click F4 or property, if you right click, okay, here properties, Windows Media. If you click this one, that's again different. Where it will be. Okay, leave it. I think so. That's short type for added. Just short the numbers. Just close this window. If you go to property of this window, just if you click F4, we need to select that particular window. Just I selected this one, F4. Automatically here property window we can see. In this we can observe first properties drop down. Here so many forms is there. Suppose it will come so many labels, that one based on label it will give. See, suppose wait, I will drag one text box here. I will explain afterwards what is the text box and all. Okay, now here now I highlighted button, that's why it came properties window button 1. Suppose if I selected, it came to form. Observe it, properties also it is changing some of the properties automatically. Okay, that are related to each and every topic, they having their own properties. Okay, now go to form. Here go property forms. You can observe here different tools again. Here you can go for categorized, means category wise if you want to see, and alphabetical wise if you want to see, or something properties. This is the one part again. Here properties and events. Properties nothing but what are the related settings you want to do. That's called properties. Just like size increase or color increase or something, you can call it a properties. One more thing, events. Events nothing but when you doing the operation of any page, in between if you want to load something or if you want to do operations, button click, when you click button click, I want to rise the pop up, I want to reload the page, or I want to check the some conditions, that are all under the events. Events I will show you afterwards. Just go to properties first. Here properties. This is the short symbol is events. This is called properties. Okay, this is the properties. We can see so many properties is there. Okay, here application settings. Okay, and data bindings and applications. This is the name of your form. Suppose now this one, wait. See here, text of your form. Suppose I want to give win form. Example 1. Now it is not updated till if it come out of that plot, automatically is updated. Okay, like this updations and all you can do. And here you can see different properties. Okay, this icon, this is the default location. Actually start position nothing but when you run the application, where you need to open the application, start of the window or middle of the window, otherwise down of the window. Like this, here you can see properties. Manual you can set or create center screen like this. Under Windows default border borders. Again you can see center. Like this, different positions you can select. And you can see size of. See, suppose normally that size was something. Now I am going to give 500. is increased size. And show in taskbar means when I run application it is showing in taskbar. Suppose if you don't want false, just like see run now, it's not showing in taskbar. Okay, again I am enabling that one. Okay, so in taskbar I am enable as a 2. So icon, our icon, top icon, false means is not enabled, you can observe. Okay, next this is the right to left, like this different properties, just like padding nothing but just like some space between. Suppose if I give padding again, if you expand here you can see the padding, you can observe. See here data is not there, it's missing. It's under padding. I keep it here. Sorry. Okay, padding and means opacity nothing but just like visibility. Okay, next minimum size, maximum size. Here you can see this icon, you can browse icons if you have in your system icons, just like I think so in my system note there icons, that if you want to give different icons, see this just given something calculator, like this you can create your own icons, you can create. And okay, this 4 color means just like background colors. This is like this in number of this. See here foreground color means what you typing. Background color means background color. See, suppose I am going to give red color. This here we can observe again customized colors, web colors or system colors, like this different colors properties also. Whatever you want you can take. Suppose I want yellow color means yellow color automatically, like this. Each and every one having means every that thing having properties. Okay, this is all properties window. Not only Windows form means page, entirely all things having properties separately. Suppose now we observe up to this one. Now I am taking one button. This button also again, see here you can see button name. Afterwards we can see a number of properties here again for button related. See background color, change automatically. Now if you want to change something, customize, my background color was red. Okay, and this background images also you can upload. Suppose here we need to take import, you can jump into your pictures wherever your data, just take images and it is came to here. If you click OK, see now image is there, but if you not okay, just maximize this. Okay, that's image came. Now same thing for a background also you can apply images. Okay, like this images. This is a button. Okay, now this is the wherever you want locations, like this different properties is there. Whatever you want we can change here. You understand the properties now. As of now leave it. Now you can see here so many windows as well. Same thing what you observe in console applications, same windows you can see here, but here little bit different. This is the solution view, our solution view. Here properties window, if you press F4, properties window will come. Afterwards, here you can see server explorer. Server explorer nothing but our database server relations connection string and all we can do connection string and all we can write here. Next, toolbars. This is a very important for win forms. Win forms we can call Windows forms or win forms like this. We can call different names. So we can call win forms. Just like here you can see toolbars. See here, so many toolbars is there. Just see, observe one by one. Okay, different categorized. One by one we can go. Just like all Windows forms, all related to Windows forms, they given one pointer. Here you can see pointer. That's all our mouse pointer. So suppose if you want to use different pointers, we can use that pointer. Afterwards, background workflow. Just like if you're running anything, some background if you want to do workflow. Afterwards, binding navigators. Binding means that just like arrows will come, no? If you press like this, boxes, that one. Afterwards, binding sources, diagram, that's diagram purpose. And just like button. What is a button? That having clickable event. What is the use of button is, I enter the data into my text box. When I click the button, I want to do some operation. That's called, we can call it an event. That suppose all the data retrieving from the text box, we can push into database called that, and all we can do in buttons. Okay, that button also having so many properties, buttons, images, background, events like this. Next, checkbox. Checkbox nothing but, if you observe in websites, yes, we can see checkboxes. Where you can use checkboxes means, what is the use of checkbox and radio button means? Radio button we can select only one. Checkbox you can take multiple. Just like, see, suppose in Nowtary website or some website, preferable language or preferable cities, preferable skills, like this. Preferable cities means multiple cities I can say. Okay, and this is the checkbox list. Checkbox nothing but single text box. Checkbox list nothing but multiple checkboxes. And color dialog box. Color dialog box nothing but just like color picker. When you click the color, automatic color window will open. Just like we saw here, no? Just like see F4. Here we came, no, customize color. Like this, different colors will be color picker. Next, okay, this one, sorry, color picker. Combo box. Combo box nothing but when you drop down boxes, again you can check multiple data. That's called combo box. Just like drop down list will come, no? Under the drop down list, again list will come, under the list you can select. Next, these are the menu bar. Okay, content menu list. And here data view, data grid view I will explain afterwards. Data grid view nothing but I have tabular data in my SQL server. That data I want to show into front end. That purpose we can use just like this tabular format in our Windows form. That's the data grid view. Afterwards, data set nothing but collection of data tables. That's why when I go to allinoneweb.net I will explain that now. Okay. Next, these are different. These are not that much useful, but it's one by explanation also it's not possible. Okay, some important only I will explain. Okay, see, these are the, even I don't know some fully. Some of what resources I used I will explain. Okay, this file panel. Okay, next, font dialog. Font dialogs, that's font dialogs. And group bars. Just like if you go to observe some websites, they will give barter into like this. They will mention something, sign up, sign in, sign up part, they will mention like this, group dialog. And these are all different image list, label nothing but I want to indicate the what's going on. I want to show the data, or I want to just like some data I want to display this by using label. Okay. Link label. What is the difference between label and link label? Link label having link. Label don't have any event. Means label nothing but it is just display. Link label means when you click it will go to other page or other window. Like that purpose we can use link label. After list box, just like this will come and it will jump scroll bar no. If scroll, data will scroll. Here data will be like this. If you click up arrow data will go down arrow. Like that we can use list view and list view. Okay, menu bar and calendar. This is a calendar how it will be. Just like if you small text box. When I click here, one calendar window will open up like this calendar. This is calendar here how it will. Our again calendar also having so many properties. Okay, one having one property. Suppose see this is the title. Okay, this is not a 15 minute. Like this calendars and here see color was changed here, some selected events or title color was changed. Like this different properties and picture box nothing but just like you can drag and drop. Here empty will come. Again here you can see small window, you can choose the image. Again if you want to already existing image if you want to use, or if you want to import a new image you can import new image. And yeah, if you drag image, big image, okay. You want to go properties, you set the property automatically. Or auto size means how much image there, that much size window will open. Afterwards center, only center part of image, or zoom. Okay, like this different parts. Okay, button. Next, this is a progress bar. Progress bar. If you want to do progress in something, if you want to display this progress bar. And radio button. Radio button nothing but just like one button you can select. If you want to see suppose gender, or if you want to two buttons you will give. Means this license you are agreed or unagreed. Agreed means one, unagreed means one. Either only one we can select radio button. And these are different tab nothing but just like how it will be tab. See tab 1, tab 2, tab 2 like this. Just like we go to you can drag and drop. If you want to add a new tab, add tab. If you want to change the data, here you can go and change the Okay, tab 1, what is it you want to give name? So that is not the name. Okay, text. This is the text where you want. Okay, next one. See, one came automatically. If you run, you can observe properly. One, tab 2, tab 3, tab 4, tab 5. Like this, different field. Data also, if you want to add the data or data content, all it will come under the tab only. Just like here you can go tabs, pages. Okay, here I am giving one more picture. Okay, tab 1 I added image, tab 2 I added calendar, tab 3 again image, tab 4, tab 5, like this different ways. Next, see here toolbox is not displaying when I'm in coding side. When I went to design side only I am able to see. That's don't forget. Okay, sometimes you will confuse why toolbox is not working, why toolbox. Okay, like this in number of is there, man. Just one by one. These are timers also important. Timer nothing but each and 1 minute I want to show some alerts, or suppose just like calendar normal our this one clock. Every I want to do some alarm, like this different event by using calculator. Means the timer you can do. Text box nothing but text box, whatever you want to type the data, text box. Okay, next taskbar, just like taskbar. One completed. Tree view nothing but just like tree view structure will come. Okay, next this is a web browsing format. Next again common same controls they aggregated into different way, common controls and contains. Okay, these are containers nothing but parts. Suppose this is a page again we can divide it into sub pages or containers. Afterwards menu bars, toolbars they aggregated. All we saw upside that again they aggregated into some aggregated parts. Data related charts, and also binding navigators, bindings, data sets, data adapt this one grid views, like this. Okay, next these are some contains, paint, just like printings. Okay, dialog box. Okay, this is again WPF reportings, and just like different, just like PowerPoint, this power package, this diagrams and all. So suppose oval, you can drag the oval. Okay, next general. These are the separate toolbars. These are related to toolbars. Okay, Now we got idea now what's the WinForms, how to drag. Now we created a number of here controls where it will store the controls. See. Automatically is created. First I created button, label, month calendar, picture bar, tab, under the tab page 1, page 2, page 3, picture box, text box, tracker, show. This is a different see here you can see n number of code. This and all no need to worry, it will automatically create. Design part no need to create. Our part was nothing but just doing our program. Next, here you can wonder means how it is happening all things and why it is going to C# code. It is nothing actually. All each and every point having their own class and methods. Suppose text box also they have own class, under the class they have separate properties in the sense size of property and windows and different that are all having size. Like this different ways all having their own properties. Okay, you understood now this? Okay, next, now we added this is just like a resource, leave it. Here we added so many images. That image is where it will store. Okay, images, we drag and drop so many images. That images it will store into resource. We saw here images, no? This image, if you choose when you choose image, here it will come already having images. This and all we have already images in my project. If you want to separate, if you import one more image, automatically, suppose here 3 images only is there, sidebar. Now I am automatically one more added. If you want to see, go on your project, resources, means that when you import that folder to your project folder, it is already copy pasted. Okay, you understood? These are the different Windows forms. This is the Windows forms, man. Normally, under the Windows forms only, I am going to explain ADO.net. This is the ADO.net. Normally, this ADO.net is useful for just like connection between. Normally, till I not started ASP.net, no, I need to cover ADO.net as well as Windows forms. No, that's why I started Windows forms only. In in ASP.net also ADO.net we need to use for connection SQL server. Now tomorrow I am going to start ADO.net with WinForms only. This almost actually it is having 100 pages, 99 pages, but I am not going to explain all pages. Some basic up to I will explain one by one, but I will not do one by one example. I will explain some examples, how to type the database, how to insert the data, how to retrieve the data, and how to update the data. Up to that level I will explain. Afterwards, go through your examples. Okay? Okay, man. Today we can do this. We'll start tomorrow. Tomorrow I will inform. She need to tell me. I will ask she will come or not. Maybe the based on that one I will. Actually 8 to 11 I am planning to take class. Based on that one I will take. Okay.